Hey guys, how's it going? Stout Man coming back at you again. Now I've got my new computer set up and everything, and look what I've got on in the background here. Um, I've got a movie on that I just recently picked up for $5. Um, this one was on sale at Best Buy for $5 for about a week. And then Amazon was like I feel like lately Amazon in competition with Best Buy because they know that they can beat Best Buy, and because they know that they can make enough money without having to beat Best Buy. That they have more of an audience. Amazon, I think, at this point has more of an audience than Best Buy does. So they know they can get away with whatever they want to. So Best Buy had this movie for $5, and they put it on for $6.98. And I think it sold quite a few copies at $6.98, but eventually they decided to bring it back down to $5 at the tail end of Best Buy's sale, and that's when I picked it up on Amazon for $5. I picked it up with a gift card that I got through doing surveys and stuff like that. So honestly, I was trying to save that money for something else, but I ended up saying, you know what? I really want this movie, and it's only $5 on Blu-ray, so why not? Obviously, you can probably tell from the background there. I mean, if you know the movie at least. I picked up Moonstruck on Blu-ray, featuring Cher and Nicolas Cage. Yes, I know. You're all looking at me saying, why, Stout? Why? Um, if you haven't seen this movie, you definitely need to. I mean, I know a lot of you out there don't like romantic comedies or romantic anything in terms of films, but like I've said it before, and I'll say it again. There was a certain class of romantic films, romantic comedies in the '80s and '90s, mostly done by Nora Ephron and stuff like that, or at least with her help, that were actually really good. Like When Harry Met Sally, Sleepless in Seattle, stuff like that. That's actually really fun to watch. Uh, Even if you don't like romantic comedies or romantic films in general, or romance in general, they're still a lot of fun to watch. And honestly, Moonstruck is one of those. I had a professor once who told me that he really likes Nicolas Cage, but he only likes him in half of the movies that he does, because half the time he's just not very good, and then like he's goofy, and then the other half of the time he's really good. Honestly, I don't know where to fit that into this into that equation, because he is definitely overacting in this film, but it works. And that's the thing, is like I feel like Nicolas Cage's overacting really works in some cases. Like in Bad Lieutenant, it really fucking worked. No matter whether or not you like that or not, that movie, that remake, he really brought out his A game for that one, and he knows his A game is fucking being over the top all the freaking time. And so whenever you get to see him like that in the movie, it's just fucking brilliant. I love seeing him over the top because he's just so crazy. You know what I mean? But yeah, he's like that in this movie. It's one of the earlier movies that he did actually in the '80s, and he plays a rather interesting character in this. And honestly, some of his lines, some of the writing in this movie, I mean, it helped me get through some tough times of my own with regards to romance and stuff like that. I always point to this and scenes in this film when I'm saying, when I feel like saying, now this is how I feel about romance. This is what I feel like it should be about, and this is what I feel like is the reality of it all. Because his character in this purports to say that, what we've been told about romance and love in the past is a freaking lie. It's not meant to be perfect. It's not meant to be fucking Cinderella or Snow White or fucking, a prince comes in to save the princess or something like that from a big bad dragon. It doesn't work like that. In reality, he says we're here to ruin ourselves for love. We're here to screw everything up and mess it all up, and that's what love is all about, is getting in a huge freaking mess. And that's what I feel about love. I feel like that's quite accurate and that's quite true. It's all about getting everything messed up because you can never get anything right in love. Nothing is ever fucking perfect. So I really loved watching this. I saw it for the first time in a film class, and I knew from that second on, like, I have to own this movie. This speaks to me on so many different levels. This is a great film. It's one of the great, romantic comedies of the 80s and 90s. So, yeah, I am not ashamed of picking it up for $5. Apparently, it has a pretty good transfer. Nicolas Cage over the top. Cher, well, she's not that bad of an actress, honestly. Say what you will, but she's not that bad. Um, yeah, I really like this movie. I'm glad to finally have it in my collection. $5, not too bad. Comes with special features, including an audio commentary featuring Cher, director Norman Jewison, and writer John Patrick Shanley. Moonstruck at the Heart of an Italian Family documentary, and Music of Moonstruck featurette. It has a lot of the great music of the romantic comedies from this era in film. They called back to I think the opening song is "That's Amore" by I can't remember his name. I'm brain farting on that one. I'm sorry. But yeah, the classic "That's Amore." So a lot of great music in this too. Great, great movie. I don't know what else to say. If you haven't seen it yet because you thought it was just a cheesy, corny love movie, and particularly if you're a guy and you feel the same way that I do about love, that it's not meant to be perfect, and that when a girl tries to tell you that, this isn't working the way that I thought it would, it's supposed to be like the fairy tale. Nicolas Cage lays out in this movie, the fairy tale is a fucking lie. You're not supposed to be going for the fucking fairy tale. You're supposed to be going for the opposite of the fairy tale. That's how you have fun. That's how you live life. That's how you love. And I really love this movie for that portrayal. So if you haven't seen this movie because you thought it was just another one of these, regular romantic comedy films, and you don't particularly like those, I highly recommend you at least give this a shot, because I think you might find that it's actually one that you don't mind watching. Particularly if you have to watch a chick flick with somebody and you don't really want to. Definitely one to check out, because you won't be bored. You won't hate it. You'll enjoy it. It's something that even a guy who typically doesn't like to watch these movies would probably enjoy this. So, there you go. That's all for today. Thanks for watching. Catch you later. Peace.